Our lesson today is on solving inequalities. Solving inequalities works the same way as solving equations. Our goal is, again, to isolate that variable. And we do it the same way by using our inverse operations. Whatever we do on one side, we must do on the other. In algebraic equations, we do that so our balance scale stays balanced, where both sides remain equal. In an inequality, we do it so that in our balance scale, the tip remains the same. With an inequality, one side is heavier than the other. We need to keep that same side heavier. Here we are adding 3. The inverse of add 3 is to subtract 3. We need to do that on both sides. Our 3's go away. We are left with y is greater than 2. Pick a number that's greater than 2 and check your work. 3. Is 3 plus 3 greater than 5? 6 is in fact greater than 5. Here we are subtracting 3. The inverse of subtract 2 is add 2. The 2's cancel out. We're left with w is less than negative 11. So picking a number less than negative 11, we have negative 12 minus 2. Negative 12 minus 2 equals negative 14, which is less than negative 13. So we are correct. Here we're multiplying by 3. The inverse of multiply 3 is to divide 3. So we do that on both sides. Our 3's cancel out. So m is greater than or equal to negative 6. Picking a number that is greater than or equal to negative 6, I'm going to choose 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 is greater than or equal to negative 18. Because it says or equal to, I could even try that negative 6. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18, which is equal to negative 18. Where it does get a little different than our algebraic equations is when we are multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative number for the inverse step. When this happens, we must reverse the symbol. What that means is if in our original problem we have a less than symbol, in our solution set we will have a greater than symbol. The reason for this is that negative means opposite. Sorry about that, my computer decided to take a nap. So in the problem, negative 2m is less than negative 12. What that's saying is the opposite of 2m is less than negative 12. So if the opposite is less than, the actual number will be greater than. So when I divide both sides by a negative 2, the 2's go away. I'm left with m. I have to reverse my symbol from the less than to the greater than. And then my negative 12 divided by negative 2 is 6. I can then choose a number that is greater than 6, 7. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14, and negative 14 is less than the negative 12. Here we are dividing by a negative 8, so the inverse operation would be multiply by negative 8. We do that on both sides. The 8's cancel out. We're left with our m. We have to change from the greater than or equal to the less than or equal to because we are multiplying by a negative. 21 times negative 8 will be a negative 168. Using your calculator, you can then plug in a number that is less than negative 168. I'm going to go easy and say negative 200. Then negative 200 divided by negative 8 will give you an answer that is greater then 21.